please update us on the status of Tyson and Helmer?
Tyson, we're just waiting to see how he responds. I don't think he's going to play this weekend, but we're going to see him before too long.
And Helmer?
Helmer would be a little while yet.
Okay. And along those lines, Kennedy got his first college start after a bad injury last year.
Yeah.
How do you think he did stepping in and playing his first game there?
I thought he performed extremely well. Not only did he play good defense, he got after some loose balls, and we double pulled on the face-off, which means we bring two defensemen up. And he put the ball back down the ground and got some important ground balls for us at the end of the game.
Because it's tough, a guy coming off an injury in high school.
Yeah, he's very athletic. You know, he's got a nose for the ball, and he has really responded well in practice. I would say he almost was overly aggressive when he first came here, and now he's got a much better feel for the game, how the score of the game, what he can do, covering his attackmen and getting after loose balls. Much better in the package.
When you mentioned double polling, is that something you guys might plan on doing to kind of solve face-off problems?
It could be. You know, we got to get in there with our long poles. You know, like Army. You know, they double pole a lot, and I think it helped us in certain points in the game. And the guys that are up there are good ground ball guys. So even if the ball does come out, they're good at picking it up and running away from pressure.
And does that prohibit you at all from having fast break opportunities then with having two long poles, or do you feel like they can go to cage just as easily?
No, a couple of the guys that we're using will go right to the goal. Yeah.
And then offensively, what do you feel like kind of changed in the second half? What do so much better?
You know, that's a great. I just think we played with a lot more confidence, and you know, I think it helped us. You know, we came out in the second half and we were man up because they'd had a penalty right at the end of the second quarter. So to get that goal to start the third quarter off, I think kind of sparked us, and we had a few more possessions. We did much better as far as shooting on the goaltender, where to shoot, and I think we just adjusted. We kind of grew up as the game went on.
Coach, looking at a guy like Grant Murphy, somebody that came in at the end and played out of position and came up with one of the biggest plays in the game, how happy were you to see his performance?
Very happy, because it gives us another short stick, midfielder, a defensive midfielder, and he can play with a long pole too. Because with Helmer out and Bomberry out, we're starting to get a little thin there, and so to give him some game experience, and if we had another injury and we had to bump another pole or short stick in, it's nice to know that he can rise to the occasion.
Was he somebody that you thought would be in that position coming into the week, or was it something that was just kind of spur of the moment?
I think that's Coach Rogers and Coach Scaramazzino had talked about it during the week, and frankly, I was a little surprised to see him out there. But with how he performed, he just got more and more runs because he was able to do that.
Do you think he'll be in that same position this weekend?
He could be.
Coach, talking with Tucker, he said that being from the West Coast, he doesn't necessarily think he had the same type of lacrosse IQ as some of the other kids. How have you seen him kind of pick up on some of the nuances since moving out here?
I think he has. I think you could see it. The fall was pretty sporadic, but you could see a little bit of it in the fall, and then every week and all the scrimmages that we had. I think he got more comfortable with it. He's still got a little ways to go as far as running the offense, but he's got a great place to start. He's very athletic. He can shoot the ball on the run with both hands, and he's a threat out there.
What was the biggest thing you thought you had to work on coming in?
Oh, I think that just playing with other players and within our offense, learning our offense, and where he's coming from, obviously his ability to be able to start here at Syracuse University. He was a heck of a high school player, so I'm sure the ball was in his stick all the time. And he's come here with other players on the field that are, want the ball in their stick too. So he's had to share it a little bit more than probably what he's used to. But he's adjusted very well.
I'd like to ask you about Fernandez. We'd all like to be 6'2", 210, but there he is, and he's a true freshman. He gets out there, he gets some guys on their hands and their faces. It's a challenge. What do you see about him that makes him immediately impactful with the team?
It's really his quickness and his athletic ability. He's got great acceleration along with the speed, so he can make up for mistakes. He can overplay somebody. Somebody throws somebody the ball on the other team, he can get there and get on their hands in a hurry, sometimes intercept it. So he's got exceptional quickness, and that's why you've seen him up on the wing on the faceoff too. We're trying to get him in and get him after the ball.
And he said he committed to Furman early and said, "No, I'm going to uncommit and shoot bigger." Is he a late bloomer? I mean, did you know about him earlier in his high school career?
Not too much. I forgot where he was before IMG. I know he's down in Florida, but he had come up to one of our prospect days and really impressed us during our prospect day. And I think he's wanted to come to Syracuse for a while, and it all just worked out.